care
Hear
about...
my words and bear witness to my vow.
Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I should live and die at my post.
I am the sword in the darkness,
the watcher on the walls,
The shield that guards the realms of men.
I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch, for this night and all nights to come.
Hello again, Whiskey Tippers and Spirit Sippers. 1-1 here again, and we got another one. We're taking it back to the Game of Thrones collection, The Night's Watch, Oban Bay Reserve.
Oh, it's a proper northern drink, Jon Snow.
I had this, I was one of the first ones to have the whole collection out. Actually did a review of all of them. That's how I got brought into this whole world of whiskey. And I figure since they re-released them and you can actually get them again, it's actually worth doing a review to let you know which ones are worth getting and which ones are just kind of, I mean, if you want the whole collection, by all means. But if you just want to taste some of the better ones, I'm here to let you know which ones are actually pretty decent and which ones are just meh. So here we go. I'm already going to let you know this is definitely one of the good ones. So let's see what it's all about. Night's Watch, Oban Bay Reserve, the black bottle.
There's no wine. No.
Oh, lost our pop. Like I said, I've had this for a while. This bottle's almost empty, so just kind of getting into it, and I want to get it done before it's actually gone. So let's do it. Oh, that's the one thing about this black bottle. You cannot tell how low it is. I know it's super low. I'm imagining it's going to be out by the end of this review, but you just don't know because you can't see. That bottle is just so dark. There is just no getting through it. No matter if you put it up to the light, you just cannot tell how low this bottle is except for by listening to it, which is a little weird. There is no age statement on this, so we're just going to go ahead and let it air out for a few minutes and we'll get to it. Oh man, this one has like a just nice blend, like a perfect little harmony of just spices and honey. It's like a spicy honey. Yeah, I think it definitely has one of the better smells out of it. You almost have to take the new Mortlach 15 out. Actually, when I first got it, it was okay. It was okay. The more it opens up, the more the air hits it. Oh my gosh, that thing's really becoming a nice whiskey. The Mortlach 15 is delicious. This one is also not too shabby, but for sure, it definitely has one of the nicer smells. Unless you're a big peat head, then of course you're going to like the Talisker or the Lannister, but the Lagavulin. For those of us that bow to the sweeter whiskey Pixie, this one is a beautiful nose. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. I swear this one goes back and forth, and the lower it gets, I think maybe the better it gets, and it's so low now, but the lower it gets, I swear there's the tiniest bit of peat on this. I don't know, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's an island, there is peat in there, but you really couldn't tell through most of it. But every once in a while, there'd just be that little wisp of it. I mean, it might be the lowest peat meter that there is. I mean, it's so mild, but it is in there just barely. But just enough to kind of give that spice flavor a little extra kick. It's really nice. Yeah, it's so weird, but yeah, that peat is so mild. And I gotta say, out of the entire collection, this is the only bottle that I've bought two of. I've actually, when it first came back out, because I was so heartbroken, this was my favorite one of the collection, and I was like, I'm never gonna be able to get another bottle. And then maybe it's because season 8 was so terrible that they just had to re-release it. They're like, no reason sitting on them now, but yeah, I didn't think I was ever going to get this bottle again, and lo and behold, it came out, and I was so excited. I instantly bought it, and then I almost had buyer's remorse. It's like, you know what, for that price, because I think what I get this for, I think I got it, I want to say right around $56. And I mean, it's not bad, but for $56, I was like, could I have gotten something that I haven't got before that I'd rather have to re-review, but like I said, I was so excited thinking I was never going to be able to get another one of these bottles that I just jumped on it. And I don't know, I'm not mad that I have it, that's for sure. And like I said, coming back to it, it's been a while, and getting that little peat out of it, I'm not mad at all. It's actually definitely worth the $56. This bottle is 43% ABV, so you already know it's right there at 86 proof. So nothing wrong with that. They didn't leave it at 40, they actually gave you the little extra oomph on it. And like I said, this is definitely, until the Mortlach came, this is definitely my favorite one out of the collection. This is absolutely not too shabby. Little spoiler alert, telling you early, but yeah, let you know this one is definitely one of the better ones in the collection. Let's see how it tastes with some water. Just drop to see what we can open up. Yeah, this one, you almost get that white grape smell like from the green spot almost a little bit with the water in it. Almost like a 7-Up smell. Never got that before. Yeah, white grapes and 7-Up is kind of what I'm getting out of this with the water. Interesting. See how it tastes. Sponge up. That water actually, again, brought out some of that peat, some of that smoke. It's not an iodine peat or anything like that. It's definitely more of the smoky. You get a little bit more of those barrel flavors. Yeah, spice. Definitely more of an oaky note in there with the water. Yeah, smell and taste is a bit different with the water in it. That is a really nice flavor. Yeah, out of the Game of Thrones collection, this is definitely one of the best ones. This has a very pleasant flavor, and like I said, this was my favorite one out of them until the Mortlock came. Is it still? Might have to do a head-to-head because it's close. Let's see how it fares over some ice. God, I thought that would be it, but there's definitely still more in there. The bottle that keeps on giving. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, let this cool down just a little bit. Perfect saying for that ice. You let it get down to like how cold you want it and the flavor that you want it. Don't be afraid to pop that ice cube out of it. Just let it stay at that consistency where you like it the best. Oh, this feels like it's chilled already. Again, kind of that, just kind of hyped up that white grape smell. It's so weird, white grapes and 7-Up. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's the smell I'm getting. Well, it's nice though. A little bit of the wood, a little bit of that oak in the background. Let's see about the taste. Toast. Ice kind of killed all those flavors. It's just kind of like an oaky water now. Still get some of those smells, but you get some of those spices, but I guess it amps up a little of those spices on the back of the tongue, but for the most part it's just kind of like a real oaky water with a little bit of spice on it. I definitely suggest this one neater with just a little bit of water. The ice is, it takes it to a whole different flavor, but I think I prefer it neater with water on it. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, man, it's kind of tough because like I said, it was the Game of Thrones collection that brought me into this wonderful world of whiskey, and I've been having an absolute ball ever since. My wallet doesn't really appreciate it that much, but, you gotta do what you gotta do. So it's like, do you rate it a little bit higher because this is the best out of what brought me in, or do you just kind of put it on a regular scale with all whiskey? I think you have to put it on a regular scale with all whiskey. And with that being said, oh man, for the price actually, for what's out there, 56, I think it's worth it all day. So I don't know, I guess I would have to give this probably a good solid 8.5. This is a good solid 8.5 on the Oban Bay Reserve. Like I said, it's my favorite, if not, my second favorite of the entire line of the Game of Thrones, and big fan of the Oban Bay Reserve. So nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's the only bottle that I bought a second one of. Really, really, really like this. And it's got me intrigued to try some more of the Oban Bay line. So Little Bay, Oban Bay Distillers. I actually had a glass of the Oban Bay Distillers, and I'm still not sure to this day if they actually gave me the right glass, because I never saw them go way up to the top shelf to get it, and I don't know if they really had another one open underneath. I don't know. I don't think they gave me the right gram, and what they gave me I wasn't the biggest fan of, so we gotta give that one another try. But for this one, Game of Thrones, Oban Bay Reserve, thumbs up, absolutely recommend it. If you're only going to buy one or two from the Game of Thrones collection, I definitely suggest this being one of them that you grab. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and until we see you next time, you guys have an absolutely fantastic rest of the week, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
High in the halls of the kings who are gone,